Now, the reason why I'm driving this home again is and you've probably caught yourself doing this if you've ever gone to bonsai shows, and you're definitely going to catch yourself doing it now that I've pointed it out. But when you look at a bonsai tree on display, or when you look at a photo of a bonsai tree, the first place you always look is straight at the base of the tree. The nabari, the root flare, and the first part of the trunk, which is called the tachiagari. So the space between the nabari and the ichi no eda, the first branch on the tree, that's called the tachiagari, and that's where your view is going to go straight to. And what's happening in this moment is when you look at that base of the tree, it sets your mind up for what you're going to see above. And what you don't want to do is set people up for disappointment when they take their first look at that tree. So roots tell us the first part of the story when we're in our bonsai design. So it's really important that we get that nabari right. We make sure that it flows with the design of the tree. We make sure that it acts as the anchor for the tree. It gives us stability in the tree. But the other thing is, when we have a good nabari on a tree, and we have a thick nabari, and we have a nabari that's aged, and it's got bark on the roots, so bark that matches the trunk of the tree. What this also tells us is this tree is really old. The tree doesn't have to be old. You can create a decent nabari by getting your technique right, getting those thick surface roots, having them exposed to light and air. They will bark up over time, maybe 2 or 3 years for some trees to get a good amount of bark on the surface roots. But when you look at a tree that's got a really well done nabari, the roots are thick, they look very supportive of the tree, they got the bark all over them, now you're prepared to see a really nice old tree when you start to look up at the rest of the design.